Where can I get
Hey
3,000
Ryan,
copper
been
wire?
lurking for a long time, but lover your playthrough style.
Yo!
Just wanted to say hi and that I just started watching your Frostpunk playthrough on YT.
Yo! On YT, by the way. I love that Ada calls it YT. Holy shit. Thank you, Storanta. Thank you for the 6 months subbed. Holy shit. I really appreciate that. Frostpunk. That reminds me that we got to play Frostpunk 2. Oh, boy. I had forgotten about that for months at a time. Okay, we're not going to get as much as we wanted out of this. Shit. Thank you. Frostpunk was a great game, and it was particularly great to watch my morals crumble in the face of having to lead some stuff, or having to like lead a city. Okay, we need 1,000 more copper wire. What a great game. I gotta play that. Hi, Warsmith. How's it going? You're playing Dyson Sphere Program right now? I actually just re-downloaded Dyson Sphere Program the other day, because I didn't play much. I played like an hour, but I can't play more of this off camera really, because I am sort of, basically I'm just playing it when I'm on stream. But I had a little bit of a hunger for some for a factory game. And I can't play Factorio because, that game's completely different now, and I don't want to. There's got to be a machine making copper wire somewhere, right? More machines. I don't want to crack Factorio right now. Oh yeah, right there. Okay. So, here we go. Is Meg still enjoying shapes? Megan has been, and then she took the last 2 days to work entirely on her her little art project, or like the art project she's working on. So I don't know if she is. I told her she needs to be playing shapes like every hour of every day. I don't know that she buys it, but she hasn't played it in like 2 days, but I think she's still enjoying it. I think she's going to play it today. She's off work today. So. Art project. She has been working on the thank you postcards for our charity stream that happened. Advanced aluminum. Okay. Then.
Milestone reached. The resource well pressurizer and extractor can harvest nitrogen, crude oil, and water from underground wells. Nitrogen, being a gas, does not need pumps for pipeline transportation. FICSIT does not process most of your metrics, but I do. According to FICSIT predictions, you are exploiting this planet with unexpected efficiency.
Let's go.
They did always struggle to see the true potential of things. Nothing about you is unexpected to me, and therefore you are performing exactly as expected.
Thank you, I guess. God damn it, I love Ada. I'm gonna miss Ada when we're done here. Okay, hold on to your butts, by the way, because we're about to get a shit ton of progress real quick. So I need these fused thingies. I need 50 of them. And I also need 100 supercomputers, but you buy them 8 and 7 at a time. So that is like, I can't buy them. I don't have enough. Oh no. I actually don't have enough coupons. Holy shit. I actually can't do this. I have so many coupons and I actually can't buy stuff as quickly as I would have liked. That's crazy. That's kind of exciting to me. Wow. Anyways, that's exciting to me. Okay, we can't add stuff because we need 15 minutes before we do it. So we should probably make used modular frames. Supercomputer. I think, don't we have supercomputers done? I think we do. I think that's made up here. Take a look. What was the prediction result? Wait, what was the predict? What was the predict? Was there a prediction? What the fuck? Oh, it was about cards earlier? Pretty sure Believers won. The Believers won the first one. The second one was pink, I'm pretty sure. Unfortunately. I'll pay it back. Sorry, I gotta scroll up. I missed some stuff. There's supercomputers. Okay, so we've got this one. That's good. There's 50. There's 100. Dope. That's done. Sorry, let me scroll up real quick. I missed a lot of comments. You played Dyson Sphere program a long time ago, right? Yes, yes, yes. They have the whole like enemy thing in the game now, which was completely new. Yeah. If you're feeling bad about your morals in Frostpunk, you can take comfort in knowing that every choice is terrible. If you guys can think of anything to have a prediction on today, by the way, go for it. Hi, Fluffu. How's it going? I'm really loving Satisfactory. I am also really looking forward to getting to new stuff in this game. Or sorry, new like a different game. Like my stream schedule right now is basically like stream 3 times a week. And that just makes it really tough. I'm really looking forward to like having a new main squeeze, you know? Satisfactory's been our main squeeze since September. Any thoughts about what to play after? I have plenty of thoughts. I'm nervous to... I don't even know if I'll probably be playing this until September again. I mean, I think Dark Souls 2 will probably happen sooner rather than later. I think... what is ADS again? AD... I kind of wanted to play Age of Empires 2 at some point. Assembly Director Systems. These require adaptive control units and supercomputers. Let's just do what's next on the list, right? Is 16. But at this point, I think it will be a little bit, and so I don't know. I don't know how long it'll be. My mind might have entirely changed by the time we get to... What is it called again? Assembly Director System. Ass Dire System. That's what we'll call it. The Ass Dire System. Your ass is dire. Isn't the last RTS game you played on the channel Homeworld? How the fuck do you remember that? Homeworld might be like the first game I played on YouTube or on Twitch that I turned over to YouTube. How do you remember that? I think, isn't Pikmin some like RTS vibes? Kind of. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, unfortunately, by the time, not unfortunately, but like, by the time we're done with Satisfactory, it might be time for spooky season. It might be time for a Souls game, you know? It might be, I don't know. It could be a while. So, in the meantime, I'm really enjoying that Breath of the Wild is like, is happening on a weekly basis. That'll be done sooner, so we'll actually need to figure something out to sort of fill that gap. Although we might just move Pokemon to a daytime stream because that's not happening that has not happened on evening streams recently. So I don't know. Don't know. Let me go ahead and grab... It's probably just assembler, right? Assembly Director System is supercomputers and ACUs. Supercomputers, ACUs. These will both be down this way. Oh my god, Planet Coaster building an indigestion water park? That's a great idea, Carly. I love that idea. I think it would be really fun to play. on my list of things to do somewhat soon is a game like a Planet Coaster or a like something that's just like we could build our own like zoo or something like that. We'll see. We'll see. It's tough for me to get to it's tough for me to get to like what would I pick, because I don't know. It's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a while. And to be clear, I'm not wishing Satisfactory away. I freaking love Satisfactory. But there's something about the like you know, new game day on Twitch is just fun. It's just really fun. When you're at like, oh my god, we get to start a new game. What's this gonna be? You know? It's a fun vibe. The world is your oyster. Before I've discovered how terrible I am at a game, the world is still your oyster, you know? Who knows? Maybe I could be amazing at it. We don't know yet. I want to play a game like that too, now that you say it. That kind of stuff is fun. Oops, okay. So we're going to take you. We're going to put an assembler around here. Do it probably right there. Go splitter here. Oh, wrong way. Hold down control. No idea at what rate these build, but we'll find out. Maybe you're already amazing and you just don't realize it. It's also, I guess less like, am I amazing at this or am I not? And more like, what are the vibes going to be, you know? Like the Frostpunk vibes, speaking of a game we were just talking about recently, like, playing Frostpunk, and I'm sure watching it, was just like watching a house burn down in slow motion. So it was like, the stream was really entertaining once you got past the fact that the house was burning down, you know? Like, as soon as you gave up on the house, really fucking funny. Really funny. Nothing better than riding the diarrhea slide, by the way. Nah, in an indigestion water park, it would be large intestine, small intestine. You know what? You're right. It'd be large intestine, small intestine. Then you get the toilet bowl, which is the diarrhea toilet bowl. You're right. You're right. It would be. Absolutely. 100%. Sounds fun. Hi, Luke, by the way. Hi, Luke. I have thought about your comment, horse, like 6 times since you sent it. I just want you to know that. On Breath of the Wild on Monday. Horse, by the way. I asked for advice on how to find Lionels. Luke said the message in its entirety. Horse. Nice. 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 In the meantime, I was watching It Takes Two. At one point, you were talking about looking forward to watching Little Mermaid again when you eventually have kids. Oh my god, that's not lined up. Fuck it, we're ignoring it. Yeah, I'm still ready for Elle to get to an age where we can like watch stuff together. Although, okay, so hear me out. Elle has probably seen. She's 11 and a half months old. Before you judge me, Elle has probably seen. I'm gonna go with like 2 total hours, and it might be less. Honestly, I could be overrating this. I think Elle has probably seen about 2 hours of TV at our house. I think at daycare she watches some Miss Rachel, but at our house she has seen maybe 2 hours of TV. All of that 2 hours has been Bluey, and I can distinctly remember some parents in the chat back from my pre-parenting period when I was talking to them. They were like, oh, yeah, my daughter's, like birthday party is Bluey themed. Or like, oh, my God, I've got the songs from Bluey stuck in my head. And I was like, oh, wow, so your daughter's birthday party is named after some terrible kids show? And they'd be like, no, hear me out. Bluey's actually great. I'm at the point now. Bluey's fucking amazing. I'm such a fan of Bluey. I've seen 2 hours. It's amazing. Bluey fucking rules. Caillou was terrible when I was a kid, or when my half brother was a kid, frankly, 15 years ago. But like, Bluey, amazing. Bluey is a dream. Okay, so 43. 43 is ADSs. I write this down so that I can later come back through and change the things. 43 is ass dyers. I mean, all I've seen is 2 hours probably. So there's probably some stuff that I'm like, oh, okay, it does get annoying or whatever. But little like 7-minute episodes. I feel like the whole structure of Bluey is just amazing. Like, so many, and this is going to sound so fucking corny, but like so many little life lessons about, about like sharing or not needing the newest and coolest toy in order to have fun. Like one of my favorite episodes is an episode about where Bluey and what's Bluey's sister's name? Bingo, right? Bingo. Let's go. Horse. Don't say horse. God damn it. There's an episode of Bluey where Bluey and Bingo want to go to the pool, but their mom is like working or something, and so they have to go with their dad. And their dad is very like casual, like hell, like yeah, sure, we'll have a great time. Dad's great. Dad's just like very cool. This episode is called Pool. This episode's amazing. Dad's very just like go with the flow, like, oh, of course we're gonna have a great time. Yeah, let's go to the pool. I can be a cool dad. They go to the pool. Dad has forgotten to pack sunscreen, towels, goggles, toys, nothing. Mom is like in the background silently making every family outing run by doing the planning ahead of time, not being go with the flow, and instead being on top of shit. And it is so funny to see it play out in the episode. You're just like, oh my God, Dad really is like Dad really is just like letting the ball drop here. This is relatable. This is very like, you don't want to be this parent. You don't want to be that person. The Crawley thing? Wait, what's the Crawley thing? In that episode, what's the Crawley thing? Is that Dad's name for one of the things he forgets? Anyways, that episode's just like it's just funny. Valid conveyor belt shape? What do you mean? The pool skimmer thingy. Anyways, the episode's great. Ryan, I need you to make me a promos, by the way. I'll happily make you a promos. What's the promos? Yeah, that's Ass Dyer done. Should be. I mean, it's the minute that some more adaptive control units get made. Why are they so slow? It's all fine. Whatever. So funny, Ryan. That is exactly my favorite episode too. Hilarious. It's exactly how I relate. I'm always the one packing and preparing while husband doesn't need to worry about anything. I mean, that's the part that I love is I'm like, oh, wow, I'm watching a show that like if my dad would have seen 26 years ago, maybe it would have made him do a little self-reflection on like, oh, I can't be the deadbeat. I can't be like the fun parent. I can't be the deadbeat. Like, it turns out emotional labor is real. Like, the labor of planning for the fun day that everybody has is real labor, and nobody has fun if you don't do it. You know? I'm just like, hell yeah, this is exactly what I want my daughter to see. I don't want her to, you know, someday when she's looking for a life partner, don't go for the, you know, fun is fine, but like, if fun means not able to help with the planning for anything, then like, that's just a deadbeat. First time an episode makes you tear up, not if, but when. I request an update on which one. Can I tell you that it's already happened? And I'll tell you right now. It's the pizza delivery one, Tony. I've already teared up in an episode. It's the pizza delivery one. It's the, do you know what I mean? It's the, so Bluey and Bingo have like a push car. This episode isn't even emotional, but I get them. I've watched it twice. Pizza Girls, that's probably it, where they do pizza delivery and the pizza's just mud. So Bluey and Bingo have like one of those cars where your feet go through the bottom and you like push the car around. And I'm sure so many people in the chat right now are so fucking tuned out to the Bluey talk. But listen, this is important to me. It's Muffin, the cousin, right? Muffin's the cousin. So basically, Bluey and Bingo are like, they have their cousin Muffin over. And Bluey and Bingo have this old, bad, I'm missing so much concrete and iron plate. Okay, well, never mind, we can't quite build that yet. They have this old, bad pizza delivery, this old push car where the wheel keeps falling off. But they're having this amazing time playing with it. They have an old pizza box, and they put mud from the backyard into the pizza box and act like they're delivering pizzas, which I think is just really cute. It's just like a beautiful imagination story. But then Muffin comes over, and Muffin is a spoiled fucking brat. And Muffin has a souped-up car with like a crazy battery on it, and it zooms, and it's fancy, sleek. It looks like a Hummer. And of course, they want to play pizza delivery with Muffin, but Muffin's like, well, my brand new car? Like, no, I can't get it dirty. Of course not. So they have to, like, instead play a less fun game because they have a new exciting toy. Luckily, the new exciting toy that's high-tech eventually runs out of battery, and then they get to go back to playing with their imaginations. And I just, as a kid who grew up pretty damn poor, I am very magnetic field generator is what I make next. Magnetic field generator. I'm just like, oh man, I don't want to romanticize growing up without money. But magnetic field gen. So I think that does no one any favors. But I also like one of the things you maybe lose when you don't do that, one of the things it's possible to lose is maybe that imagination piece. I don't know. I was really moved by that. The minute they go back to playing in the mud when the hot, fancy, exciting toy breaks down, I was like, hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Did you see the one where Muffin drops her nap? It's wild. No, Muffin drops her nap. And I'll do a podcast discussing Bluey episodes with you. Hell yeah. Coming soon to iTunes. Tony and Ryan just break down Bluey episodes. This is the literature breakdown you all have been asking for. Amazing. Okay, so magnetic field generator takes versatile framework and electronic control rods. We're not going to have enough room on our 3, 4, 5. On our bus, by the way. I need to add more layers like ASAP. We'll do the Walking Dead podcast once y'all finish Bluey. Oh, no. I'm going to finish it someday for sure, Carly. And the Mars and Severance one? Listen, I finished that shit. At least as many episodes have been released. No, it should be almost all the way over here. Electro control rods. So that one. Anyway, Bluey's great. I'm like, holy shit, I can't believe this exists. This is great. And also, I wish it, you know, would have existed forever ago. And also, thing 318 iron plate, but it's only really like 60 iron plate. So we're just gonna sit here and wait for it real quick. And also, you know, our daughter's not even one. Like, screen time is. I'm not here to argue with anybody about screen time, pro or against, but we're just doing our best not to give her too much of it because holy shit. What if you just do one podcast, but every episode just has a different mod discussing a different TV show with Ryan? We'd have to do members of chat too, because we'd run out of mods real quick. Okay, so we should hook some stuff up while we're doing this. While we're waiting. Dibs on Power Rangers, by the way. What is the? Is there a show like post Bluey? Like, I don't know how long Elle's gonna want to watch Bluey, but I have to figure it's like probably 3 or I don't know. 3 is probably a 4 when she grows out of it. I don't know. That's scary to think about already. Oh, we should move these further down. My 5-year-old still loves Bluey? Hell yeah, brother. Hold up, we can still get a Bluey themed birthday party. It can still happen. We've got so many more birthdays to go. My niece still likes Bluey and she's 13. You know what? I am 32 and I like it, so I guess that's fair. Chernobyl is post Bluey. Insane vibe switch. What an insane vibe switch. That's true. Elle goes from watching Bluey to watching Chernobyl. That is really funny. Oh my god, speaking of watching TV shows, I've been watching TV shows. No, I have not been watching The Walking Dead. Carly, I'm so sorry. I watched the other night. Elle, this is what happens when people forget about being honest and kind. The other night I watched some Dropout content. Some of the shows that are, you know, maybe a little bit less mainstream on Dropout. I watched the first 2 episodes of Parlor Room. And I watched the first like 2 or 3 episodes of Thousand Airs. 2 episodes of Thousand Airs. Has anybody seen either of those? Parlor Room is their new show where you play board games. They have like 5 or 6 of the cast members there, and you play board games. They play board games. Play a different game every time. And then Thousand Airs is the one where the cast gets to spend $1,000 on something, either like for the cast or for themselves, an experience. I thought they were both great. Carly says I lose a little bit more hope every day. of The Walking Dead. Yeah. I'll get back to it. How are they? Luke, the Parlor Room. First off, they're both great. I would suggest Parlor Room over Thousand Years probably, but only because, specifically because, episode 2 of Parlor Room is one of the funniest things I've seen from Dropout. It is really funny. The cast is awesome. Like, it's Vic Michaelis. It's Jacob Wysocki, Lou Wilson, Angela Giratana or whatever from Smosh. A couple other people, plenty, a lot of other people. But what are they playing? They're playing some game called, like, I don't even know. It's not a game I had ever heard of. But it's like kind of Western themed, and they like get to loot. It's not Western themed. It's actually like more Italian mob themed. But like they have guns, and they get to like backstab each other. It's great. Okay, that's magnetic field generators being made at like 6 per minute. Of course, we're not caring at all about the rates that any of this shit is being made at, just because for now the goal is to get stuff down. Later, it will be to optimize the rate, maybe optimize, or at least mess with the ratios. Hold up, let me text Megan real quick and see if she's playing shapes yet. Italian mob equals Western. Listen, the game is, let me explain. The game is Italian mob themed, sort of. There's like, they're doing like heists, and like you can sort of, the players sort of make it Italian mob themed. However, only one of the cast members dressed up, and that was Vic Michaelis, who dressed up like they were in a Western, including a drawn-on pencil mustache, which was a crazy, wild vibe switch and very Vic Michaelis. This is the screenshot from the. Oh, you can't even see it. Hold up. Vic is so funny. Vic might be the funniest person to Dropout. Vic might be the funniest person to Dropout. Something squid quote. I did ask Megan the other day, who's the hottest Dropout cast member? And she said, what, Vic Michaelis in a squid suit? And I said, shut up. Yes. Yeah. Oh, what am I doing? These are smart splitters. Did I not do that on the last one? Hello, I'm back. What did I miss? What else is new? We're just chatting about Dropout content, as is tradition. Full left. Okay, we need to hook that up. And we shall. Okay, we're actually going to make a quick change of plans here. Gonna bring this out this side so that we have room for this to be brought in right. So 44 is going to be magnetic field generators, or whatever they're called. Yep. At some point in all of these games, you get to a point where you're just like, what am I making? I don't know. You just take these ingredients and you combine them together, dude. This one? Yeah. Progress, that's what we're making. Progress. Okay. We got to keep this thing moving. Build the blueprints. Still missing concrete? Ah, shit. Ah, shit. Hi, Ryan. Hi, chat. How are we doing? I'm good, Panorhythmic. How are you? I'm good. I was so excited by your news in the Discord about running your first marathon. That was awesome. That was awesome. I need to scroll up. I missed some chat. I missed some chat. Burrito salad said parlor room. I prefer the Nook. Okay. Blueprints coded. Okay. Like how Factorio starts with circuits, then you end up with red chips and blue chips because nobody calls blues processing units. Exactly. Circuits, red circuits, blue circuits. Or chips. Either way. The factory grows. We're almost as tall as the freaking, as the train station, by the way. We're getting there. So we kind of lost the forest for the trees here, right? Our goal was to get nuclear set up. However, we don't know what to do with our nuclear waste just yet. So we need to research the rest of the research for this phase. Once we have done that, oh, magnetic field generators are one of our things that we need for the whole phase, by the way. Holy shit. Then, once that's done, once we've built all the things that allow us to research the shit, then we need to figure out what we do with uranium waste. Then we can build nuclear. It's literally going to be 2 weeks from now before nuclear is completely done. It's crazy. Crazy. I also need to build more bus off stream and sort of build it up vertically. Guys, will you help me shame Megan? I texted her to see if she was playing Shapes yet because I really wanted to play Shapes. And she said, no, LOL, just got out of the shower. What are you, all caps, doing? The factory must grow. Anti-H? Yeah, can I get an anti-H in the chat? Okay, that's done there. So what we needed to fix was the other... this is probably just a normal splitter, and it needs to be a smart splitter. Shaming Meg for getting out of the shower. Shaming her for not putting the needs of the factory above her own. You know? Left is overflow. Shapes has consumed my brain. Megan had yesterday off and didn't decide to spend the entire day playing Shapes, which is how I know that my wife is a stronger person than I am, you know? The factory will be fine, Ryan. Will it, though? That goes in there. That's some mental fortitude. She's got it, dude. She responded to me, not enough yime in the day. Except it's a Y instead of a T. Yime. BTW. I never understood. Yo! Panorhythmic. What the heck? Holy crap. The gifted subs today. You guys are so generous. Thank you. Thank you, seriously. Really kind of you. Panorhythmic with the 5 gifted subs. You just got yourself a pack of cards. We'll open that on Friday, probably. Thank you, Panorhythmic. If you got gifted a sub, make sure and say thanks. Shout out to Panorhythmic. Never understood the appeal of factory games, but I have watched 60 Hours by now. It's definitely a like a sort of niche appeal. And I think it actually has multiple appeals. I think factory games have multiple levels of appeal. I think, for instance, seeing things nice and tidy is one type of appeal. I think the appeal of, like, the research trees is another. And then I think maybe the truest of all appeals for factory games are the, like, a complex problem well solved. And by problem, I mean like a mathematical resource type problem, a logistics type problem. If you're the kind of person who takes a lot of enjoyment out of solving that shit, then like, factory games might be for you, you know? And then, of course, there's, like, each factory game's different. I was going to say Factorio, and Factorio has, like, an enemy that fights you, and that grows proportionally compared to your factory. But actually, apparently, Dyson Sphere Program has that now, too, which I did not know until I re-downloaded the game. Panorhythmic says, redistributing the love back to y'all. That's very sweet of you. Thank you, thank you. Mechanical Zen Garden plus optimization and logistical puzzles. I like shapes because I apply functional programming concepts to it and I see number go up. Two opposite sides of my brain. I love, like, Civ with research trees and making complexity / solving complexity. Yeah. I guess it's on a different level. Chat, what would you say the difference between Civ and Factorio or Satisfactory is? Because I agree with you that they're a little different, but I don't know how to phrase it. Like, what is it that's different about Civ? They have different names for one. Horse, by the way. The comment gives me horse energy. Okay, so that was MFGs. Next we need FMFs. Fuck, marry, and fucks. You know. Used modular frames. Or that, if you will. Oh, no. That shit requires nitrogen gas. Oh, no. Yo, that ain't happening. That is not happening. Okay, so... Damn it. I knew they'd get me into having to figure out nitrogen somehow. I'm going to put nitrogen on the list ahead of FMF because you need it for that. Which means we actually need to figure out... This one we could buy. This one we could buy. Let's see what it looks like. I would say games like Civ are more about reacting to information you didn't have access to previously, whereas factory games are more about making choices with a complete set of info. Not a perfect distinction, but I do think that's the core. I do... You know what I like about that? I also think factory games are often appealing towards a true, like, platonic ideal of a solution. Like, the ideal... Factory games are often very rewarding for accomplishing the ideal solution. The perfect ratio, the most efficient way to unload a belt, the most blank way to blank, etc. And I don't know that Civ is, like, as obsessed with... Factory games are also more, like, generally... If you play the game long enough, you have the amount of time to do that. Whereas Civ, you are very limited on time, right? Like Civ, you have a limited amount of turns within which you can win, right? Or like research this or like accomplish this. Civ is very much like that's how it feels to me. Okay, we need 50 of the things, but then after we're done with that, we still need that allows us to make turbo motors. Then we still need a couple turbo motors here, a couple more of these, and cooling systems take all kinds of shit too. Holy crap. I think I got to figure out nitrogen. So here's the next question. If I can't figure out nitrogen, if I have to figure out nitrogen to solve nuclear waste, our battery is going down, by the way. Our consumption is actually up. That means that we might want to just turn nuclear on without the ability to... Why does this not have fucking fuel on it again, dude? Not good. We might want to turn nuclear on and just store a bunch of uranium waste for now and then figure out what to do with it later. To do that, we still need a water packager. We need water packager to probably have turbo fuel. Civ is turn-based, right? Yeah. I only played 30 minutes of Civ 5 years ago. That's another game I would like to play on the channel at some point. A Civ game? I also could just play Civ off camera, though. I don't know if it's worth playing on stream necessarily. I just like Civ. Oh boy, what's the right call here? Well, well, well. I should be able to click over at this. Oh, look at this. That's weird. Nitrogen gas now appears with some weird shit. Next to it. The drones for turbo fuel out. Why no good stuff? What's going on here? If I'm reading this correctly. Not enough fuel? Oh, you poor bastard! That is funny, actually. Drone was stuck here. Okay. You've played Civ before? I have played a little bit of Civ off camera, yeah, off stream. Have you played Stray? I have not played Stray. I was pretty disappointed by Civ 7. Oh, really? I also am always confused about the incoming and outgoing. Ideally, this should work. This drone should get over there, grab a bunch of fuel, and then come back with enough fuel to both fuel itself for the next return journey and then a bunch of extra. Of course, it didn't for a while because there was no fuel going into the thing because I didn't have canisters. Let's see what happens. This number better go down. The amount of fuel on the screen right over here. Come on. Where's that? Where's that? That is not going down. Why is it not going down? How late are you going today? Probably around... Uh-oh. Did I fuck something up? Probably around 3:30 or 4. I might be able to go all the way till 4. Did I fuck something up here? God bless him. God bless him. The more you know, an Evo core principle. The more you know, the more you remember. Yeah, I would like to play Stray, Lumella. Yeah. Regarding Civ 7, not really sure how to elaborate without spoiling, just stating it in case you were on the fence between different versions. My impression about Civ from the gaming internet is Civ is one of those it's like The Sims, right? Highly beloved game in its genre or niche. No one is a fan of the developers. Is that and their practices? Is that semi-accurate for Civ, or what am I missing? I feel like nobody is like, oh yes, The Sims is made by is a completely sustainable game development method, and is certainly not predatory upon fans of The Sims. I feel like Civ is the same way, where it's like, ah, yes, here's the old chunk of metal. We sprayed a new paint job on this sucker and about to roll in the cash. I don't know if it's that dramatic. I wouldn't go that far, but 4X in general and Civ in particular has gotten stale as a genre. They're trying new things, but not really sticking the landing. The Sims business model is shitty, yeah. Who doesn't love buying a game in 20 installments of $20? I got over here and it filled up. That's really funny. Okay. I got over here, it filled up. That's great. That's great news, frankly. Now, this is all very we could absolutely figure something out with a little bit of we're draining power here. We're not making enough power. This is not unlimited turbo fuel, which is actually a little interesting. The tragedy is I do love The Sims and I do pay the money. Absolutely. I mean, Meg's the same way. You're not really buying a game, you're buying a platform for a game they super promise that they're going to make. Yeah, The Sims has a goddamn chokehold on I feel like this could be a great place for summer sloops, but I just don't know that that's worth it. Sucker is making, but this is supposed to fuel our entire factory and also my inventory, and I don't even have any in my inventory. If you were going to summer sloop it, should you do it here? And or would you just want less power more of this. I mean, the other alternative is when we get nuclear up and running, this stuff is, I mean, these make, do they make like 50? They make 250. They make 250 megawatts. This makes 2,500. These are not running constantly. This would run a lot. So a lot of those are green, which is great, but like you could turn a couple of them off and I don't know. It's an interesting question. Either way, apparently it is making stuff, and now this drone is delivering shit. So I guess I'm egg on my face. I thought I broke it again. It's just making so slowly. Is it worth chucking summer sloops in? The summer sloops ain't doing nothing if they're sitting in my inventory. Chat, you have my permission to remind me in the future that my summer sloops are sitting inside of this fuel, this residual fuel producer. Turn this up just in case it can't keep up. If I need to remember where they are. Could power shard this, that's fine. I highly doubt it will matter because this probably won't make it quick enough, but we don't want it to back up on this end of the production. Yeah. All right. Back we go. Sorry, I missed a comment. 1 second. FICSIT reminding you that the life here is inferior and should be cut up and researched for our benefit. Beautiful. Hi, welcome in, Fact Oreos. What a great name, by the way. Fact Oreos. We call that game the F word game around here. Because I referenced it so often while starting this game. Big tips, this is a game. Oh, no shit? No shot? I decided human, welcome in. Do it less bad, do it more good. I'll do my best. I really am kind of at a loss about what to do at this exact moment. I think we probably should just figure out the water packaging system, which is why I was checking on fuel, because we need fuel to make the water packaging system work. We're going to have a skyscraper of a factory eventually, by the way. A vertical bus. It's going to be awesome. Time to expand the skate park. If you could build a skateboard in this game, I would... I would be down. Is the skateboard coming in 1.1 or whatever? The 1.1 is the next update, right?